All right, I'm back. I want to share with you this morning. It's a real life. It's a real life. And one of the things that I have begun to feel as I in this life of political season that we're in, where people just feeling drained, people are feeling so many ways. And I am in the service yesterday. The pastor said, it's so much going on. If you don't have God, you will go crazy, especially in this political season that we're in. But we cannot, and I took that to heart when he said that, we cannot allow the negativity to take us in a direction where we're going to find ourselves hurt. And basically, what he is saying is that we live, it's a real world, y'all. This is a real life that's going on in front of us right now. And I've always said this. What was stated to me by my late husband, you got to talk about what the streets are talking about. And whether y'all want to believe it or not, people are talking about democracy, the loss of it, the fear of losing it, all of these things. It is a huge conversation. People are afraid that people won't go out here and vote. You know, it's just a lot going on. And it is keeping people frustrated. It's keeping people stressed. It's just doing things because it's real life, y'all. It's real life. Because older people, such as ourselves, we understand that things can go south. They can get worse. We understand that. Younger people don't understand it because they never lived it, and they don't understand that the impact of segregation, because they never lived through segregation. They never lived through being killed for your own land. You know, my mother's grandfather, they wanted his land. And so when they went looking for him, my grandfather, her dad, went looking for him, they had hung him from a tree cut in half because they wanted his land. We take things so lightly. See, people that never experienced this, that's why it's okay for them to go along with lies. You can't, let me tell you something. You will exhaust yourself trying to protect yourself through people who are comfortable with lying. But the sad part is those of us who claim to know the Lord, to claim to love the Lord, will go along with that lie and continue to support and feed it. Because when you support it, you feed it. And you make excuses. But what I'm going into this morning is a real life. I want to share something with y'all through my reading. And then we're going to talk about this thing. Because I don't know if any of you have run into anybody that have expressed their great concerns, even to the point of tears, of if you let anybody in life have power over something, and you already know that it's going to hurt millions of people, but you choose to, even if it hurts you, you choose to support those people. Look here, you can't do nothing when people are inflexible, because it don't matter what you say. It's just like bees and flies. I don't care. The bees, they make honey, all right? Listen here, listen to me closely. But check this out. Flies, I don't care how much honey you put there. They're going to go right over there to that pile of mess. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the same thing when people don't want to know the truth. I don't care how much truth that you try to put out there. They are going to flock right over there where the mess is. Because that feels good to them. And that makes people feel like they're showing you up. Because we are adults. And we know that dishonesty eventually is going to hurt somebody. But at the end of the day, God is in control of everything. He's in control of everything. And you don't have to lower your standards because somebody else decided that's the place they want to be in. I would rather be with the bees and produce the honey than with the flies over there messing around in the mess. Because that's going to get you in trouble. You cannot, listen to me close, you cannot take wrong, support wrong, and think in the end it's going to be all right for you. It don't work like this. Y'all, it's a real life. To go even further, let me go through my reading so I don't hold you too long this morning. In my reading, it says, anxiety is a result of envisioning the future without me. That's what anxiety is. A result of envisioning the future without me. So the best defense against worry is staying in communication with me. When you turn your thoughts toward me, you can think much more positively. Remember to listen as well as to speak, making your thoughts a dialogue with me. If you notice in that reading, he keeps saying with me. In other words, don't take God out of the equation. Don't take him out of the equation. The frustration, the lies, all of this stuff that's going on right now. I'm talking about what the streets are talking about. Because we live in a real world, y'all. We live inside of a real world. But what God is saying to us, get back to me. Understand, I brought y'all a mighty, mighty, mighty long ways. Y'all are my children. And even those who proclaim to be mine, but will go along with wrong just to hurt somebody, I'll deal with them. You got to get back and let God deal with them. You got to understand God's righteousness. He's not going to just go along with anything. Therefore, we shouldn't just go along with anything. And sometimes people get angry and they call you weak. And you just did. I've been there. I know. You should have done this and you should have done that. I'm going to do what God say do. Because you got to pick your battles. You live in a real world. You got to pick your battles. You can't get in every dog fight. You might not even have a dog in that fight. But you know this. You want to do what in the end of the day is pleasing to God. And I like in this reading where he says anxiety. Anxiety. That's part of mental illness. Come on now. Is a result of envisioning the future without me. Are you envisioning the future without God? because that seems to be the way a lot of us are acting. If this thing don't go like I want it to go, oh my God, let me tell you something. God is still there. But as Fannie Lou Hamer said, Fannie Lou Hamer, I'm sorry. Faith without works is dead. Let me put it to you in some plain term here. Not that you don't understand, but I just need to say this. Faith without works is dead. Y'all, you got to get up and do something. You can't sit there and just complain about life. You got to get up and do something, because God not just going to sit it in your lap. You got to rise up and do something. If you want to make a difference in life, you got to rise up and do something. You got to do something to make ends meet in your life. Like get a job. Like go talk to some people. Go and do some communication with somebody outside of negative people. Get yourself around some positive people. Because you have to know that you can't do life without God. You just can't do life without God. Even with all this that we have going on today. And believe me, it gets next to me too. That's why you got to talk about what you know about. Can't just act like you're talking about something that pertains to everybody else and not you. But you can be inspired just knowing that you know God. That alone should inspire you. That alone should, urge you to keep going. Urge you to keep fighting. We live in a real world, and this is a real life. And this life has some real issues. But he say here, see this anxiety that y'all having, the result is coming from you envisioning your future without me. I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. How could you even think that I would walk out on you when you are my prime creation? God is your prime creation. Your prime creation. He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. You are his prime creation. And that, you ought to get excited about it. That I know that God got me. I know that God wants the best for me. But I can't just proclaim to love and to trust him, but yet sit down and build up my anxiety that is just taking me to a point that I just can't even handle it, and feeling like I can't handle life. Because God is reminding you, he's bigger than any situation that is going on in your life or mine. He's right here in all this stuff that's going on in this world right now. All of the hatred, he's going to deal with that. The meanfulness, he's going to deal with that. The lying, he's going to deal with that. Just know. Don't. Start right now. Envisioning your life with God instead of without God. Because that anxiety is going to override you. It's going to overwhelm you. You've got enough going on. Don't put another layer on to what you already have going on. Okay? And that is piling up negativity in your life. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of them negative thoughts, them negative people. Get rid of it. Because you're bigger than that. So, listen here. So, the best defense against worry is staying in communication with me. In other words, God said, come talk to me. I need y'all to talk to me. Whatever's on your heart, if you want to cry, you can cry to me. But you don't have to feel as though you've lost it all. Because you have not, because I'm right there with you. I can tell you out of the things that I do, and I've always told y'all, I will be transparent, and I am. Out of all the time that I've come on social media. And sometimes, and that's with all of us, sometimes you feel like, am I doing my best? Because I know I'm giving it all that I have. Do they hear me? Am I, what I'm saying, resonating? I mean, because in all honesty, whether you are on social media or not, when you speak, it's just like speaking to your children and your grandchildren. Whatever you tell them, you are praying that it resonates, that they hear the words that's coming from your mouth, words of sincerity, words that you pray that it would impact them in such a way that they will take heed and grow from it so that they can go from it. Because your ultimate goal is to encourage, to inspire others that you love so much in life to keep fighting, to keep going, to not throw in the towel. Don't throw in the towel because you got too much to live for. You ever found yourself telling somebody that you know you was looking at them? You saw them. They didn't say not one word, but you saw them trying to throw in the towel. And that is what God is saying today. I see y'all trying to throw in the towel. Come talk to me. Don't let that anxiety make you feel like you have to live a future without me, because I'm still here. I'm the same God from yesterday, today, and forevermore. I'm the same God that took care of you through your life situation that you wanted to give up on 10 years ago. You wanted to give up on 5 years ago. You wanted to give up just last week. But God said, don't do that. Because I'm right here with you. Because when you give up, you don't know how many people are holding on just because of you. Some people, and you might not want to believe me, some people are holding on in life because of you. Because of your strength. Because of what they see in you. And they know that you're going through some things. But they see you holding on. They see you holding on. So why would you stop? It's a real life out here. Because this is a real world out here. But we have to keep going. You're going to have the naysayers. That's what people do. That's what people do. Opposition loves fighting against you. They eat that. And you have to love doing the right thing. And yes, people will call you weak. And people say so many things that don't even, shouldn't even resonate in your mind. Because they want you to respond in life like they want you to respond. But I'm telling you this morning, when I talk to myself, I have to respond how God wants me to respond. And I did a talk one morning saying, shut your mouth. See, that's what God said to us time after time. Just shut your mouth. I'm fighting this battle. I'm fighting. I know they say you ought to do this or do that, but I'm fighting your battle. Just shut your mouth. Because I got you. I'm right here with you. Then not only that, say in defense against worry. This anxiety has caused people to worry. Is saying to and he's telling us, just communicate with me. You don't have to worry about it. Let's talk about it. Come to me. When you turn your thoughts, just your mere thoughts towards me, just your thoughts towards God, listen to me closely. You can think much more positively. See, you thinking, you get into that, you're gravitating towards negativity because you're taking your thoughts off of God, the one who can. The one who can. Can I say that again? The one who can. We have got to get back aligned with him. We got to do that. Because y'all, let me tell you something. Without him, you're going to lose in life. You got to have God in the front of everything that you do. Everything that you do. You've got to have God right there in the front of you. I don't care how many people walk out. I don't care how many people don't believe in you. I don't care how many people get frustrated with you. I don't care how many people try to put you down. I don't care how many people try to lie on you. I don't care how many people try to put you on the back burner and say that you are not important. It don't matter what they say. Because long as God is right there in front of you, he'll fight all that. He will expose all of that. Just like if you go along with wrong, God deal with you. Why don't you not think that God won't deal with somebody else that's going along with wrong? We know what's wrong and we know what's right. My grandson told me something. He said, Grandma, I was talking to him about, we were just talking about school. He said, Grandma, the majority of us, if the truth be told, we made it to our success as far as we has made it this far because of you. Don't worry yourself with that. You have taught me. My mama, my daddy have taught me. Anything I do wrong is on me. It's on me now. I got to do what I have to do. It's on me. And he just turned 19. Yesterday was his birthday. And he told me that last week. He said, Grandma, you can't do nothing else. Everything that you have taught us, if we mess up, that's on us. That's on us. And you know what? It made me feel good for him to speak like that. Because sometimes you don't know if things have resonated. But that let me know, God let me know, all these years of you being a part of his life as a grandparent. Because he's got parents who have taught him well. And he said it. All that y'all have given me, if I give in, that's on me. It's not on y'all. Y'all have done your best. Y'all can't do no more. It's on me. If I choose to do the right thing, if I choose to do the wrong thing, it's on me now. And you know what? And that's what God is letting us know. I have shown y'all my hand time and time again. I have brought y'all out of situations time and time again. So if you go out there and do opposite of what I have told you to do because you're trying to appease and please the people, that's on you. That's on you. Because you know the right thing to do and you know the wrong thing to do. But you allowing this anxiety and this worry to take you over because you're taking your eyes off of me. And I am the same God that when you had the other troubles, the other concerns, the other things that rose up in your life, I'm that same God. I change not. It's a real world, y'all. Again, it's a real world, y'all. This is real life staring at us in our faces. But you know who else is real? God is real. God is real. Remember to listen as well as to speak, making your thoughts a dialogue with me. Let me read that again. Remember to listen. You can't always be the one that's transferred the information. You got to listen. Be an effective listener, okay? As well as to speak. Speak when it's time to be spoken out. when it's time to be spoken out, or you won't speak out the right things. Your frustration, your anxiety, your worry will speak for you. Settle down. Calm down. God is in control of it all. Of it all. Making your thoughts, even your thoughts, a dialogue with me. A dialogue with God. Even your thoughts. You got to open up your mind, the channels of your mind. Say, Lord, speak to me. What is it that you want me to know? What is it that you want me to do? And he will speak back through you, to you, through his word, through his Holy Spirit. He will show you the way. Yes, it's a real life. I'm not playing that down. I never will. Because I'm in the same life you in. This world. It's real life out there. What's going on is real. But God is real too. So don't worry about what the enemy got going on. Because the enemy will never stop. They'll never stop. And therefore, the children of God, just because you holler his name, hey, you got to do his will. You got to do his will. And the problem with a lot of us, we're not following God. We're following man. We're following man. And that has gotten us in a world of trouble. In a world of trouble. So again, whether you choose to do right or you choose to do wrong, that's on you. That's what my grandson said. God has taught us in his 66 books. We know what's right. We know what's wrong. We know when people lying. We know when people being dishonest. We know. But we'll do something because our own personalized agendas. And God said, I'm going to deal with that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to deal. I didn't let y'all have y'all say. Now, I'm going to have my say. And you won't override. You will not override God. All right? So let's get ourselves together. Continue to pray. Continue to ask God to take control of these things in this world. He's already in control of it. He knows what's going on. See, sometimes, you kill yourself trying to handle something that ain't even for you to handle, that only God can handle. You'll kill yourself. All right? Let's get back to him. Let's get back to communicating with him. Life does get hard. I'm not trying to play it down. Life does get hard. But remember, God, at the end of the day, he's in control. He really is. We just have to let him be who he is. It's like with my blood sugars. Last week, I was struggling with them really bad. So a lot of mornings I didn't come on because I just was not feeling good. Also, I got these new glasses. I had to get new glasses because I had to get glasses with more strength. We're getting older. Our vision changed. All this kind of stuff goes on. So we gotta adjust to what's going on in our lives right now. So it calls for a new pair of lenses. That's real life. Life, it calls for a new pair of lenses. All right? So y'all have a wonderful day. Please have the most wonderful day that you can. This is a day that God has made. We need to learn how to rejoice and be glad in it. All that negative stuff, get that stuff out your mind. It's taking you over. It's draining you. Get it out your mind. Know that God is who he say he is. Get back to him. Get back to him. And before I get off this morning, I want to thank y'all for the prayers, those who called me and stuff, and was checking and texting me. I am doing better. I'm doing better. Again, your blood pressure, your blood sugars, all these kind of things, it's important. Others might play it down, but let me tell you something. When you deal with this stuff, it's important that you stay in front of it. Health is health, okay? And nobody can take care of your health like you. So, again, I thank everybody for your prayers, your texts, your phone calls. I thank you for it. I do, for all of them. Because even when I'm not feeling well, I push as much as I can. And I know that many of you do too. Because this is a real life that we're living. But there's things that we can do on our part that keeps us going. Okay? So these low blood sugars, they are not a joke. They are not. But I make it. I do. And I thank y'all. I thank y'all for it all. I thank God. But I also thank you guys for all of your support. Okay, when I'm going through these turbulence in my life, when it deals with my health concerns. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will see those of you who will tune in on tonight. If you can tune in to Electra James Inspirational Talks, where Dr. William H. King, the third candidate for Galveston County Judge, will be on live with candidates, conversations with the candidates. It started with him. And now others have come on to join on individual nights with conversations with the candidates. But we want to thank Dr. William H. King III. We want to thank him for creation of this candidates with conversations with the candidates. Because of him, many people have come to join in again, and many more people are viewing Electra James Inspirational Talks. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful for it all. Okay? And I have 2 more guests, I believe, this week. My co-host will let me know. I've been pretty busy with my job, but also, with my health. So anything that I get wrong, she'll help me to get it right. And I'm also going to have Miss Maxine Jones on. Again, she came during the kickoff of the primary. She came on, and she has agreed to come back on again. And she's going to talk to us about some new rules in voting and all of these other kind of things that we need to know before we start going to the polls. Early voting, October 24th through November 4th. And the actual general midterm election is going to be on what I say Rovember, okay? But it's November the 8th. So I am waiting on Rovember. Yes, I am. Okay? I'm going to learn how to have some fun with this. Because if we just go, we can grow. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.